You're watching live coverage of the Endymion Parade and Extravaganza, sponsored by Beads by the Dozen, Mardi Gras World, and Bank Plus.
Welcome back to the Superdome, where Endymion Extravaganza 2025 is underway. We got a parade inside, folks. The parade is here.
House of Samba.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. You see those Endymion letters making their way through as the captain's float is approaching. Some samba dancers.
In the very first Endymion parade, they had cheerleaders that had those letters across their chests. And they brought that back to the 50th anniversary as a surprise to the captain. Didn't know anything about it. And now, of course, they have these lighted walking figures or walkers holding these letters. And it's pretty neat. For a second, I thought they had spelled Endymion wrong, but they've got it.
No, they got it.
One guy gets out of line, we've got a real problem.
Absolutely. All right, then we looks like we're still seeing Casa Samba there, but we have the captain's float is making its entrance with fire.
There we go.
We got fireworks. Hey!
And the captain of the crew of Endymion, Captain Dan Kelly, and his riding lieutenants.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
How many tons of pyro did we say, Rob?
60,000.
Well, it's like 35 or so going off right now.
All there in
Oh,
the loge section, right behind the field goals.
Back home, celebrating the big return home to the Dome. This is where this extravaganza belongs. This parade belongs.
It absolutely
There's
does.
nothing like this.
I mean, you start to feel it now. You really get to feel it as we go through the rest of the night. Goodness gracious, the pyrotechnics on point. And it's
Wow.
it's interesting, you know, how this all started, right, Arthur? The Endymion had to scramble one year to find a place to have their
1981.
event, and said, maybe we'll ask the whole Superdome place.
I didn't know that story until I heard you telling it a few days ago, but for people at home who hadn't heard the story, what happened?
Well,
it was a fluke, right?
They were at the River Gate for 3 years, and they oversold it, and they couldn't give people their monies back because the tickets had been organized alphabetically. So who was the last, 3,000 came to the Superdome, and as they say, the rest is history. Since 1981, this has been their home. And this building is why Endymion can build a parade like this with the money they make selling tickets, which allows them to have the celebrities they get. So it feeds itself. And this building owes a lot to Endymion and vice versa, too.
And then I heard the story earlier about the reason Endymion was selected as the name of the parade and the crew was because of a horse.
That's right.
Running at the racetrack that very day or that time,
And
named Endymion,
And Eunice, the captain founder, lived.
Yeah, and you're going to actually see when we take a look at the captain's float here, you're going to see there's a house. You see it right there on the end. That house actually depicts Ed Munez's home that he grew up in on Dabney Street, and that's where this all developed, right there in Chantilly. So really cool tribute to Ed. It's something that's always going to be the foundation of this parade.
Ed was the longest serving Mardi Gras captain of all in the history of Mardi Gras parade 3 years ago.
Okay, it's way more than 60 tons of pyro in here. Way.
I like those fire machines. I need one of those in my house.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yeah, we need one.
No, Lynn is like, absolutely not.
Man.
There's our captain.
And this is the Founders Tribute Float. That's coming around the bend right now.
And on the front of that is a replica of the statue that's outside of
right outside Delgado,
right? Orleans Street.
Right where the parade rolls.
Yep.
And they're rolling these floats in pretty quickly. Right right behind this float, we have the Grand Marshal of the parade, Olivia Dunn. You might know her as Libby. Libby Dunn, that is. LSU gymnast, massive social media star.
But there's that Muniz tribute float again that was modified with that bronze statue that depicts Ed and the young Endymion, Indy, as he's now known.
And it's always so interesting how much stuff they have to throw still once they get in here.
Yeah, they got to save something up, right? All right, let's see if we can spot our Grand Marshal, Libby Dunn. If you don't know her, also known as Olivia Dunn, the Grand Marshal 2025 Endymion Parade. The most followed college athlete with 8 million TikTok followers.
Look how many Instagram followers she has, though. 5.3 million.
That's wow. I'm closing in on that. But
there you see her up top? There she is.
Hey, Libby, throw us something way up here.
You know, Rob. Come on, throw something. Has a rather famous boyfriend.
We were joking about that. You know, obviously the Grand Marshal has, friends, family, and whatnot. We were wondering if we might see Paul Skeens up there too. But yeah, it's spring training, and
he's kind of
Kelsey brought up a good point. Like, they probably don't want him just chucking.
No. And it would have been a challenge, or there'd be challenges all up and down the route. I know you can throw farther than that, and then his arms. Then he's injured, and then we got problems. So this is probably for the best.
Throwing doubloons.
Exactly.
See Libby waving to the fans right now. I bet you she just had a time, right? Oh. That's the coolest thing, is to talk to the folks when they get off the float.
Yeah.
Especially if they hadn't done this before.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it is an incredible moment. Look at the smile on her face. She's loving it. How about that dress, too? Look at that.
That's what I said. Oh, wait, I thought she was wearing a fur coat. That dress is
it's incredible. A green sort of like.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. The crowd goes wild.
Yeah.
I've had the chance through the years of interviewing a lot of celebrities who've been everywhere, done everything, won Academy Awards now, and they're blown away by this. We didn't know what to expect. We heard about it, but there's nothing like this in the world of entertainment. You can't be prepared for it. They're really keeping this parade moving tonight, too.
I mean,
her float's got a lot of stuff coming off of it.
Yeah. Woo. Oh yeah. She's really getting the crowd going there, right behind them.
Float number 3 right behind her, and this is they're calling it a celebrity float. This float is actually honoring the EMS and police officers, New Orleans police officers who responded on the January 1st terror attack. So they are on that float that's actually passing in front of the stage right now. You kind of saw a quick glimpse of it. But that was float number 3, and then right behind that, we got some more. We got some more royalty.
You're taking a look at some maids right here. Now, the maids that you are looking at, that actually, I believe, is going to be. Okay, let's see. We're back on. All right, so this is Caroline Mary Peters. She is depicting Parsifal and the Holy Grail, which is one of the one of the things in the theme here, the secret teachings of all ages. She's the daughter of Dr. Mark Peters and Dr. Michelle Simon of Houma, Louisiana. And she's a graduate of University of Memphis.
And notice the costumes on these maids.
Oh, yeah.
They're beautiful.
It's incredible work there. We'll go through the rest of the maids quickly here. Miss Sophia Elizabeth Hodgson, depicted with fish, insects, animals, reptiles, and birds. We like that. The daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Robert Hodgson out of Baton Rouge. Sophia is currently a senior at St. Joseph's Academy. We also have Miss Shelby Nicole Davis. She Shelby Nicole Davis there is depicting the Yggdrasil and the 9 realms. That's a really cool one there. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But she's from Mount Carmel, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. William Davis Kenner. And right behind her is Miss Tatum Claire Begno, depicting the contents of the zodiacal egg, the daughter of Miss Rebecca Jean Lepresto and the late Mr. Jacob Begno. She is attending the Academy of Sacred Heart. And for now, I know they've been having some fun.
Oh yeah, this party has been rocking. First of all, this band has been going for, I don't know, we've lost kind of track of time.
Big groovy.
But we're up kind of giving you a bird's eye view, or we have a bird's eye view. But Olivia, Vidal, and Garland Gillen.
They got field passes.
They got field passes. We didn't get those. So let's check in with them and see what they're seeing down on the ground. Hey, guys.
Hey. That's right. The Dream Team is back together again, but we're back at the Dome for the first time, our third time together.
Garland, I love co-hosting with you on the floor, but I gotta say, the most exciting part is being in the Dome for the first time for the Endymion Extravaganza. It is electric in here, and listen, they are throwing some good stuff. We got the light-up beats, we got the visors that say Endymion, and you got the light-up sticks, and it says, back home in the Dome, baby. We love to see it. We love to see it.
I know, we've been getting bombed so far here on the road. Oh, I like that. Can't mess up the hair, though.
Come on.
No. You know how long I worked on this hair today?
We'll get it on him just a little bit.
Not yet.
We'll get it going.
Yeah, but yes, we're back in the Dome. Olivia and I have been together for 3 years. Here's our first time back in here. Love the convention center, but this is the place to be. They're doing a little crossover right now with the revelers.
Of course.
But we just saw Libby Dunn. A lot of LSU love tonight in this building.
A lot of LSU love. And seeing Libby Dunn, she looked like she was having such a blast up there.
I'm Cheryl Landrew.
And I'm Walter Isaacson.
And we would like to invite you to the New Orleans Book Festival at Tulane University.
The festival includes conversations and panels with best-selling authors and thinkers.
I don't know, you've been having a pretty good time, too. You waved at every single marching band that came by.
You got to. Those kids marched at least 6 miles, if not more,
right,
with those instruments, not missing a beat, entertaining the crowds. Some of those instruments have the lights on them. You got to wave. Know that you're supporting them.
You were very consistent.
You got to be.
I mean, you bring the energy. I'm going to try to bring...
Don't worry. We're going to get you out of your shell, Garland. I'll get you dancing in no time.
Every year we're together, I start off kind of slow. You start off like at 100. I got to build my way up.
It's Mardi Gras.
50, 60, 70, 80, 100.
We'll get you out of your shell. He's going to dance. Don't worry. We're going to get him dancing.
I might dance. We got, the music. We got the energy behind us right now.
We are front row, okay? So, look, this is the barricades right here. We are front row in front of the front row. You can see the folks here near the captain's table having a blast, getting into the party mood. And I got to say, Garland, being in the front row is a little exciting, but a lot terrifying. When those guys start throwing the throws, you got to duck, you got to weave, you got to bob, you got to watch out.
It's going to be scary. I got some glow lights already. What was this that we caught here, Olivia?
Let's see. This is pretty cool. Oh, it's a fleur-de-lis light-up wand. These are awesome. Check this out.
So we've been getting bombed already. So
I might take this home with me. I like this.
I mean, you believe we get paid for this? This is awesome. We got front row.
Paid to party.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, we're having a great time inside, but let's send it out to Gallier Hall.
Hey, Pocky, wait.
All righty, I tell you, we're having a ball.
We are having a ball. I mean, Bruce, you have a ball.
I think we're outdoing them. I mean, we got a ball.
Yo.
Everything is back in the Dome, which, of course, Frisbee, all that. And wait, a pig. You can hear it. And check it out. Back in the Dome. I don't think they've gotten any of that kind of stuff.
No, I mean, we've been doing a a lot of hard work out here, you guys. As you can see, our lovely photographer Edwin got this for me.
Those are beautiful. Fleur-de-lis, blinking.
My catch, I'm not really good at catching, but I can see something I want, and I got it. And it's just been a blast out here.
It really has. You know, Gallier Hall, this area is packed. Of course, you've got all the mayor and all the council people over there, but over here we have just bleachers and bleachers of people, and it is absolutely packed. And I mean, what kind of backdrop can you get other than New Orleans? I mean, check it out. This is float number 31, the Atlantean Mystery Temple. And again, it is a double-decker float, has about 230 riders on it, and they are just absolutely having a ball. And, I mean, there you go. They almost hit you again, Lauren. You almost have to turn around and watch what you're doing here. But it has been an amazing night here at Gallier Hall. So right now we are on float number 31. We've got 5 more floats to go here. And then, of course, it is all just about caught a football.
We are
it's
getting
just about
pelted.
to the Superdome all night long.
No, it's been a great time, you guys. We have seen bands from across the country. We have seen people from everywhere. They're just so excited to be here, and I will say they are not stingy with these throws. As you can see, we've racked up, but the people underneath us, across from Gallier Hall, have been getting everything that has not been able to go into these grandstands. But when I tell you the lighting, the technology that they use in Endymion is just fantastic.
It's just amazing. It's just amazing. So I'll tell you what, we're going to, I guess, kind of wrap it up here in just a few minutes. And, of course, they're going to take it all the way through the evening in the Dome. But we're having a blast here, and I enjoyed working with you. It's a lot of fun. I mean, we're getting a lot of stuff here. And I want to see, I'm going to be watching later on to see what they get. So let's go back to the Dome now and see what's going on there, guys. Take it away.
It's Elizabeth Lustow.
And we are back in the Dome. The Queen of Endymion has just arrived. Miss Elizabeth Lustow, a freshman at LSU, member of Delta Gamma sorority. She's currently pursuing a Bachelor of Science in Marketing at the business school at LSU. She graduated from Mount Carmel High School. Of course, was heavily involved, but look at this. Oh, my goodness, this costume is absolutely stunning that she's wearing. A white gown and white bottom, heavily beaded, with Austrian crystals, fringe, and yards of rhinestone banding. She looks absolutely stunning. And right behind her is the king of Endymion.
King of Endymion there. Endymion 59, Jeffrey David Pisto Jr. As he greets his subjects.
And he is selected by blind draw. And if you ever thought the contest was fixed, there have been people primed for 50 years to be king. This guy's a first-year member. His number's both.
It's incredible, and Endymion is unique in the way that they select the king. You know, every man can be a king. Where some of these other crews, you may never have a shot. There's different things you have to do, whatnot. But
every man has a chance.
That's really what makes this parade so wonderful.
And we are
welcome back to the Endymion Extravaganza. We are live in the Dome, back home in the Dome, as Endymion rolls for its 59th time. Right now, the maids and the royalty are exiting their floats. They'll make their way to the captain's table, which you see there, the large stage. Look at that backdrop. It really is a beautiful piece. So that's the captain or the king's table there. So you'll have family and friends up there, the who's who, all gathering. And right on that stage is where Katy Perry and Train will play Meet Virginia.
And
I can't wait to.
And baby, it's a firework. And speaking of fireworks, there have been fireworks, literal ones in here already. They no expenses spared on the pyro this year. In fact, there's a bit of a haze and a kind of a gun smoky smell in the air because of all the pyro that's been going on. Now that there's a pause in the parade, you can really just see that haze with all of the strobe lights and stuff in here.
So right now, what's happening? They're getting off of the maid floats, and the king and the queen exit their floats, Libby Dunn as well, so that they can come and enjoy the party. They're making their way up to the captain's table. And then the rest of the floats will come in, and that is when the real cacophony of lights begins, as all the stuff makes its way into the crowd. New this year, Arthur, in the Dome, correct me if I'm wrong, they have more people than ever, 22,000, but I've seen a lot more people up in the stands here in the plaza level that would normally, right, if you were up here, there wasn't really an opportunity to maybe catch something, but it looks like they've really made it easy for those riders. I mean, they got a good arm, but to reach some of the crowds up there, and I'm seeing them, they already got a bunch of stuff too.
I think it's a new configuration, a part of the seating arrangement, and I think it's going to work out fine. You're right, though. You're going to have to have a good arm to get those up here. I think we're safe. We're not going to get hit in anything, but.
Darn.
And while we kind of have a pause, as you mentioned, the maids are getting off, and of course the royalty getting off of their floats and coming up to enjoy the party. Before this next big float comes in, I'm sure the guests here today are really also enjoying these renovations. The Dome, last time we were here, didn't look quite like this, and these upgrades are awesome. The bathroom situation, I'm sure, is most enjoyable for people because, of course, the Dome needed help in that regard, and it is fixed for sure. So this is a great facility to come. Absolutely, a great facility for everybody to come back home to.
You're taking
a
look right now at one of Endymion's classic floats, the Endymion Welcome to the Mardi Gras float. This one is filled with riders from Baton Rouge. It's a crew within a crew.
The whole crew.
And that's the coolest thing. You were talking about it earlier, Arthur, that you've got people that come to Mardi Gras, they check it out, they have a good time, and they want to be a part of it. They make it part of their lives. And that's what these guys have done. We talked to them last year. I know they're always excited. Look how big that float is, too.
It's 108 people in that crew. 108 people in a two-part float, if you will. Tandem float there.
And it's such a cool float, too, because it really does just depict Carnival and what it all embodies. You see the Superdome there, you see the French Quarter, and then, of course, a nice little jester on the front to get us all laughing.
9,000 lights illuminating the jester.
You counted every one of those?
I did, just now.
Dang.
I did it so fast, you didn't even see it.
I knew you were good at counting.
When you realize the first Endymion parade had 165 men.
Wow.
And just look at this float. I mean, the growth has been phenomenal. I don't think Ed Munoz had any idea what he started. I mean, I know he didn't. I did have the chance to see that first parade long before we started publishing our magazine. I was just a Mardi Gras freak like everybody else, went to every parade, and it was a very unremarkable parade with rented floats through Carrollton. No one knew it was going to grow into this, but we sure are blessed with his vision that look what he's produced.
Nice little ground level shot.
There we go.
Welcome to the Mardi Gras. Yeah,
whoa,
we're putting you in the... What I would call this the captain's seat, but you're right there in the thick of it, so you can catch beads at home. Just have like your kid or someone go stand by the TV with some beads and throw them to you while you sit on the couch.
And then it's like you're here. Then it's like you're right in the parade.
And then let your kid sit on the couch and do it back to them. They don't have to do all the work.
Yeah. Let your kid enjoy the at-home parade, too.
And if you're a kid watching right now, have your parents do it.
Yeah.
And you don't have to clean your room.
Yes, you do, Rob.
Just tonight.
Well, they have to clean it, but after Mardi Gras.
All right, fine.
All right, looks like Welcome to the Mardi Gras stopped right in front of the stage, and the Kings and the
let's go down
stable. Let's actually go down there.
Olivia's down there right now. What you got?
Hey guys, we're out here on the ground. Gardel and I split up so we can get the better view down there, but you can see this massive float right here. I'm standing in front of it. Guys are throwing stuff, left and right. They're just unloading this float onto the crowd here in front of the captain's table. Big crowd here, lots of throws, lots of light up beads.
Go try to catch something.
They're trying to catch, okay, I'll try and catch something. Come on, Drew, come down here. Woo, there we go, we got a bead. They're all throwing up here. Watch out, Drew. I'm watching you back, you gotta watch it back. You always gotta keep your eye out for the photographer on the route who's trying to give all these throws to to the fans out
Drew
here.
can get a bead. There you go, Drew.
Is this for Drew? That's for you.
Yeah, that was for Drew, not for Olivia.
Thank you.
A pretty girl always gets the Mardi Gras.
That's how you do the Mardi Gras, baby. That's how you do the Mardi Gras.
He's going to keep it.
This is amazing. Front row. But even the people way in the back are getting the throws too. These guys are throwing the beats to the far people in the back. Footballs. Light up. Oh. Wait till you see what I just got. Check this out.
We're waiting.
We're waiting. Hold on. Here we go.
We're waiting.
Here we go. Rob, you're going to be jealous. I'm done. This is everything. I'm going to wear these on Lundi Gras, on Fat Tuesday. I might even bring them to the beach.
Oh, yeah, Olivia?
Oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah, Olivia?
Woohoo! I'm going to get a bag for all my throws. I got a visor. I got light up sticks.
I don't know if you can see Olivia, but right now,
Check that out.
if we take this shot quickly.
You know what's so cool? That's the Superdome on these throws.
They already have the glasses.
Boom.
You can't help but dance.
I got
you
the
get all these
glasses.
throws? Look, girl, help you out. There you go. Woo! All about reaching and helping the people get their throws. Sometimes it doesn't make it quite over the barricade, but we got them.
Olivia, are you like the gopher out there? Like if it falls short, you're picking it up and then
You know what? I'm happy to help. Sometimes you think you got something, and then you accidentally drop it, and it's a little too far to reach, and I got their back. You know, there's some guys playing with a football, tossing it back and forth from one side of the route to the other side. Didn't quite make it. I had to go grab it and toss it over there.
Well, Olivia, there's another float that you might want to. You got to get a bag quickly because this other float right behind you has.
I'm out of breath. I'm already out of breath.
You saw it like literally in the last minute. Olivia had 2 beads on, and now
I'm usually against picking stuff off the ground, but some of this stuff is too good. It's too much fun.
Olivia, you need to ask somebody for a bag. You need a bag.
Oh, don't worry. There's bags on the ground.
Grab one of those bags right there. Get that one. There you go.
Woo! There we go. Secured the bag.
There you go.
Secured the bag.
Let's
all right,
go.
come on over here, Drew. We got another float to catch.
Oh, there's
there's
Dom.
Dom.
This is the secret teachings of all ages. Check it out. It's beautiful.
The tidal float there, Liv.
The tidal float. This is beautiful. All right, here we go. You ready, Drew? You ready? You ready? Photographer Drew there. Woohoo! We got him over here. We got him. Visors. I like these visors. They'll come in handy for Jazz Fest. Keep the sun off your face. All right. The light up beads are the best. Woohoo! All right. What's that? A fun boa. Wow, look at that.
A fun boa.
Oh, watch out, Drew. You're going to get hit with the beads. I like that they're all having so much fun on the floats. Of course, they've had a long ride today. Crew of Endymion there. Lots of partying going on. Hey, throw me something. Woohoo! I love it. Too much fun. The tidal float there rolling away. But look at them tossing to the crowd. We got the crowd. Let's go see. Are y'all having fun? We're having the best night ever. Best night ever. I'd love to hear it. Hail Endymion is the best night of the year. Hail Endymion. That's exactly right. Hail Endymion. And the party is just getting started. We have so many more floats to catch here on the ground. Level up. Wow, look at this float.
All right, so, Olivia, that is the Grand Man of Zohar.
I gotta say, Rob, it's a little hard to hear you down here on the ground level. The music is rocking, the people are cheering, and I'm trying not to scream into this microphone. I'm already someone who projects their voice really loud, so I'm trying not to blow out everyone's eardrums. Here we go. Hey, throw me something. Woo-hoo! You got it. All right. Check it out. Everyone's having so much fun. Yeah, get in there. Get it over there. Ow. They got me in the head, y'all. They done got me in the head. I told you I needed to get a helmet. I forgot this year. Throw me something. Let's go. Let's go. Woo-hoo. Oh, yeah. We're throwing. We're catching, or at least trying to. Trying to dodge the beads. Trying to keep your eye open for all of it. Flying. This one landed right on my head.
Nice.
It didn't hurt. I mean, it's pretty light, but they are coming out here with some big bag of beads.
It's looking good, Olivia. You're doing a great job down there catching.
Thanks,
all
Rob.
those
You know I need that support. I'm out of breath, though, I gotta say.
I can't wait to see you share it. All right, so we just had the Grand Man
Lots of
Solar
chasing.
go by. And then this next float coming up, Olivia, is one of my
Pythagoras,
potential
your
favorites.
favorite.
Exactly, Pythagoras of Crotina.
Pythagoras, that's your favorite.
One of my favorites.
Theory.
He's one of the first people to call himself a philosopher. And we all know his theorem, right?
Yeah, it's your favorite theory, right?
A squared plus B squared equals C squared. All right?
And how is that useful? Yeah, what do you
put that together, it helps you catch stuff from the floats.
Gotcha.
It helps you define the area of a triangle, and then you can catch anything.
I love it.
So this float is this parade's educational, is what you tell me.
Oh, yes, always.
We're going to learn something tonight.
You are going to learn a lot tonight. One thing you're going to learn is how to catch all the throws. Olivia's showing you that. Look at the necks. Look at the necks of people. You will see no necks.
No empty necks.
No empty necks out there. They're going to be covered with beads as they go by. A couple of really great floats here. The theme this year, really interesting. The secret teachings of all ages. You know, we were talking about it there earlier in the broadcast, and it's one that really covers all of these different mystics and legends and lore from all these different cultures. So we're going to get a little taste of everything as the parade comes through here.
And it looks like they're kind of pausing a little bit because you have to maneuver to get these big floats into the dome. So they have like maybe 3 or 4 at a time. They go out, and then more come in. Because it's a wide hallway they're using, but it's not that wide.
No.
So we're going to take, while the parade's kind of taking the break to get more floats in here, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back live from the Dome. Endymion Extravaganza 2025 in just a moment.